chapter number 21, verse number 30. وَجَعَلْنَا مِنَ الْمَاءِ كُلَّ شَيْءٍ hai أَفَلَا يُؤْمِنُونَ. We have created every living thing from water. Will you not then believe? Imagine in the deserts of Arabia, 1400 years ago, the Quran says every living thing is made from water. Who could have believed in it? It sounds like a fairy tale. In the deserts of Arabia, where there was scarcity of water, the Quran says every living thing is made from water. Today, after science advance, we have come to know that the basic unit of every living creature, it is the cell. And the cell contains cytoplasm, which contains about 80% water. Today, science tells us every living creature contains 50 to 90% water. And no living creature can survive without water. Imagine, Quran mentioned this 1400 years ago, that every living thing is made from water. You can ask the atheist, who could have mentioned this in the Quran 1400 years ago? And he'll be silent. Today we know of a theory known as the theory of probability. Theory of probability means if you make a wild guess, what are the chances that you'll be right? For example, if you toss a coin, it can either be heads or tails. Two options. If you make a wild guess, it's head. The chances you'll be correct is 1 upon 2. It's 50%. Suppose if you toss a coin the second time, the chances you'll be correct the second time also will be 1 upon 2 is 50%. The chances that you'll be right both the times, the first time you toss a coin and the second time you toss a coin, is 1 upon 2 into 1 upon 2 is equal to 1 upon 4. 50% of 50% is equal to 25%. This is called as the theory of probability. If you toss a coin thrice, and if you make a wild guess, the chances that you will be right all 3 times is 1 upon 2 into 1 upon 2 into 1 upon 2 is equal to 1 upon 8. It's equal to 12 is 50% of 50% of 50% is 12.5%. Suppose you throw a dice. Options are either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a cube. There are 6 options. The chances that if you make a wild guess and you'll be right when you throw a dice is 1 upon 6. If you throw a dice twice, the chances that you'll be right both the times is 1 upon 6 into 1 upon 6 is 1 upon 36. This is called as theory of probability. Suppose someone says what is mentioned in the Quran is guesswork, is fluke. Let's put this theory of probability to the Quran. Quran says the shape of the earth is spherical. Suppose the shape of the earth, you can think of 10 things. Maybe triangular, maybe quadrangle, maybe heptagonal, maybe octagonal. Maybe there are 10 shapes that you can think of. Some will say spherical, some will say cylindrical. The chances that someone make a wild guess and the answer being correct is, if there are 10 options, the 2 options, the chances someone makes a wild guess and he'll be correct is only 5%. Now Quran says that every living thing is made of water. Now if you start thinking, what can the living creature be made of? You can think of 1,000 things. You may think of sand, you may think of wood, you may think of stone, you may think of skin, you may think of bone. You may think of aluminium, you may think of steel, you may think of iron. 1,000 things you can think of. Water, oil. The chances that if you make a wild guess and you'll be correct is 1 upon 1,000. 1 upon 1,000 is 0.1%. 1 upon 1,000. The chances that the world is spherical, light of the moon is borrowed light, and every living thing is made from water. All 3 things being correct is 1 upon 10 into 1 upon 2 into 1 upon 1,000 is equal to 1 upon 20,000. It comes to 0.05%. Only in these 3 things The probability of someone being right is 0.05%. I've already mentioned so many scientific facts, and I'm going to mention more. I can keep on quoting. You can think for yourself, you being the intelligent audience, that if someone makes a wild guess, and all these being right, it will be 0.00000000. When will the one come? I don't know. And today science tells us, and mathematics tells us, that if 10 raised to 50 zeros, the answer is 0. 10 raised to negative 50 zeros, the answer is 0. So besides Quran saying every living thing is made from water in Surah Anbiya, chapter number 21, verse number 30. It says in Surah Nur, chapter number 24, verse number 45, we have created every animal from water. Quran says in Surah Furqan, chapter number 25, verse number 54, we have created every human being from water. If you apply the theory of probability to all these scientific facts I'm quoting, and you can think of the options, in some of the scientific facts, the option can be 1,000, some can be 10,000, some can be 2, some can be 100, some can be 500. If you keep on multiplying 1 upon 500, 1 upon 10,000, 1 upon 1,000, the net result will be 0. In the field of botany, previously we thought only the human beings have sexes and the animals have sexes, male and female. We did not know that even the plants have sexes, male and female. We came to know recently, 100 years back, 200 years back, 300 years back. Quran mentioned 1400 years ago in Surah Taha, chapter number 20, verse number 53, that is he who sends down water from the sky. With it brings forth diverse pairs of plants in pairs, each separate from the other. The Arabic word used is zawja, meaning pairs, male and female. The Quran says in Surah Ra'd, chapter number 13, verse number 3, we have created every kind of fruit in pairs, 2 and 2. The Quran says that not only the animals and the human beings have got pairs, even the plants have got pairs, male and female. The Quran says in Surah Yasin, chapter number 36, verse number 36, that it is he who has created everything in pairs, the things which the human beings know and the things which the human beings don't know. So not only the animals and the plants and the human beings have got sexes, male and female, even a phenomena like electricity. Today we know that even the electricity has got atoms which has got negatively and positively charged, protons and neutrons and electrons. Quran says that he has created everything in pairs. The things you know, the things which you have knowledge of, and things which you don't have knowledge of.